Hey people, Injured here, 3v3, Argent Shelf Redux, blue team, looking very chaotic. First up, the Great Cornholio is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of manipulation and control abilities, begins in melee combat and puts out some good damage too. Alongside, it's Encrypted Fear as a Plague Champion, starts off range combat with a damage over time bolter, can get melee weapons, so decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. And rounding off the team, the full trifecta of Chaos Champions, it is aminion as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. Black Legion over here. What about you, Fear? What you rocking? Pretty cool looking custom scheme. Red team, I don't know who this is. It's just a funny little face. I'll just say Farseer. Support commander, fights in melee combat with some powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. They'll be on the west side against the Sorcerer. Alongside here, JusTfly is a force commander of regular offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. And we have D.O.G rounding out the team. I'm going to call you Dog, which sounds like an insult, but you brought it on yourself, to be honest. As a Warboss, a melee hero, can walk through objects, regular offense, disruption and support from the front lines. War banner up already. And he's going up against this Chaos Lord over here on the eastern edge. Force commander's capping. Where are the Marines? Oh, they're here. Oh, this is the Ultramarines DLC, recolored by the way. There's some Nurgly worship, but he's out of cover. The Plague Champion. Chaos Lord coming in with some Corn worship. Gets in amongst the sluggers with a nice kill the weak. Maybe could have used it when he was a bit lower on health. Warboss getting very far into the Chaos lines there. He's under threat. Going to use his stomp on the Heretics, but he's still in a bad place. Some more Heretics coming in. Don't think he's going to get away. No, damage over time of the Plague Champion help him taking him down as well. Chaos Lord though, is he going to get away? No, he gets shot down as well. He's a much easier to revive. Force Commander also under threat. Some very foolhardy heroes early on. Looks like he might be alright. No, also goes down. 3 heroes first engagement go down in that 2v2 fight. We've got a couple of energy shields already on the west side for this Farseer. Double Dire Avengers with aspects. Looks like they're going for the power. Oh, they're coming to the VP. Not sure what he's up to. Grenade launcher Heretics for aminion. He's got another Heretic squad. They are in retreat. Double CSM for Fear, using the heavy cover of these tank traps here. But no Nurgly worship to help him out. And here's those pesky Eldar trying to throw grenades and stuff. Aspiring Champion Heretics getting in there. Really increases the melee prowess of your Heretics. Gives them some more health too. And almost finished off those Dire Avengers. Very nearly did. Chaos Lord's back to his feet. Uses Kill the Weak. Now needs to run away. Oh, Farseer coming over some revives. That's what she's doing it. Warboss looks like he repurchased and coming out of base right now. Now lost the indicator for him. JusTfly back up. Lost the indicator for him too. Great. Replay bugs are awesome. Okay, Space Marines gonna shoot out some Banshees. Lead them into the Havocs. There we go. Ladies get suppressed and run away. Cornholio retains the west side. And these are his Heretics, I think. Yep. They're getting shut up, but they're alright. Smacking up this node right now, and these guys are going to get a flank on the devs. Sluggers are there with the Pain Boy to help them out with that heal over time. The Git Source, I think it's called. Are they going to live? Oh no, they're not going to live, I don't think. Aspiring Champion Heretic with a single hit point does go down. Misjudged that little fight there, Cornholio. Plague Champion with Mucus Discharge gives them that awesome Breath of Nurgle. 145 heal for him is pretty damn good, and a 70 heal for nearby allies. Down goes the Warboss again. Sloppy play from D.O.G. Cornholio getting some lag apparently. Maybe that's why he lost those Heretics there. Grenades. Dodged nicely. Now they can turn around and get some grenade launcher shots in. Maybe. Why are you not shooting your grenade launchers? There we go. That took a while. The Silverine is getting stuck in now. Pain Boy alongside them and some scouts with a grenade to throw. Pretty aggressive end of tier 1 for red team here. Getting straight up to this VP, in fact. Look at that Pain Boy chasing down the play champion there. Chaos Lord is back in play. Might find himself isolated again, though. He's found some shooter boys to pick on. Misses his kill of the week. That was sloppy. No reason to use it there. Assault squad for JusTfly. Doing some work. Easy pickings in the form of these grenade launcher heretics over here. Havoc's moving up. They might get jumped, although these guys don't really have the energy to do so. Don't want to get too close, Mr. Havoc's, because that will happen. Getting chopped up by chainswords. Cornholio has Havoc's of his own, as we saw, and now he's getting some raptors up because the Farseer has double shurikens on this side. Sorcerer has his Vessels of the Warp to help counter them in melee, and also Sword of Flame. Counter them in melee by tying them up in melee, I should clarify. Teleports away and runs away. They didn't want us to tangle with those Banshees with their power weapons. 494 to 327 on the VPs. Red team are going to cap blue team's natural, which you don't see very often on this map until late game. And now they have a triple. Tier 2 for D.O.G. What do you have, Mr. Warboss? Nothing. I guess you got revived by the Force Commander. Has his Power Sword and Artifice, so that might be a smart play. Power Sword makes your battle cry better, and that's going to make these big 2v2 fights easier for the red team to handle with those buffs going off. Chaos Lord might go down and retreat, and does go down. There is Malignant Blindness from the Chaos Lord. That's from his global bar. Reduces the sight range of these things, of these enemy units, to very, very little, as you can see there. But they can just wait it out. Is it just... How many grenade launcher heretics are there? 2? 3. They're going to pack a punch altogether. Even against like marines and stuff, because those grenade launchers, I think, do extra damage to heavy armor. They can all hit in relatively the same place. There's a big burst of damage from all 3 squads. Kicking off west side. Grenades doing a good job against heretics, it turns out, but they do get away. And Raptors in amongst things. I'm sure he'd love to be a plague champion right now and put touch of Nurgle on these guys. Are they going to get away? Stadium the engagement. Oh, he warps them out with the Sorcerer here. So judge that pretty well. Might be able to get this VP back, maybe. Needs to stop the Shuriken from moving up. He's trying to kind of keep it in place by putting his CSM in the cover here. It's only light cover though. Blue team finally getting away from their own VP, starting to come towards the mid and contest these contested points, which have been nice and red for a while now. Not nice for the blue team, obviously. Tier 2 for aminion. Fear is already there. Weird Boy on the way for D.O.G. Cornholio looks like he's going to be the last player to go tier 2. I'm sure he'd love to get a Blood Crush job, but it might be a bit late for that thing to have a good impact. I think it's still worth it. Try and force one of those shurikens to get a Bright Lance at least, which will make his overall composition a little bit easier to deal with, I think. Assault squad have their sergeant on the way. Yeah, there he is queued up. 372 to 327 on VPs is still pretty close as the players get into tier 2 and start to get tier 2 units on the field. The Weird Boy already up, as I said. He's going to take a while to get into the fight though. Kicking off here, Plague Champion level 4. Chaos Lord has gone down a few times. He's got his Harness of Rage. Most likely combine that with his Dark Halo. There's the kill of the week. The Assault Squad getting in behind. The Pain Boy can't actually use his Git Source on the Assault Squad. It can only target an Ork unit. Pretty sure he can use it on heroes. I'm not actually entirely sure about that though. Okay, Space Marine trying to fight a Warboss here, who also has gone down a couple of times. It's a Blood Crusher on the way for a minion. Cornholio does go tier 2 a little bit late there. Looks like he was floating a little bit. 368 to 327. I am the master of floating tier 1 resources. Something died over here as the Farseer went down, but the red team are going to get that contested VP. And they're all over the blue team's natural again. Shot goes in from the Weird Boy. You're trying to avoid blobbing up when you're fighting that guy. Oh look, they decap the power even. Where's that Blood Crusher from aminion? Here it comes. Say Bloodletter riding a Dragonaut, and it's pretty cool. Plague Champion getting tied up in melee, but he does lead the Pain Boy into Havocs. Has he forgotten about this Pain Boy? No, he doesn't. He gets him out of it. Blood Crusher charging up. Oh, actually breaks the tank trap there. Didn't realise his charge could do that. 329 to 327 on the VPs. Don't get much closer than that. It's a double though for red. Cornholio does get a Blood Crusher of his own. It's a pretty late one, but the Farseer player hasn't got anything up in tier 2. I was expecting like a Falcon up before the Blood Crusher hit the field from Cornholio, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. I guess, what did he do? Where's all your resources gone? Maybe he had a lot of reinforcing to do, the Farseer. Had to repurchase the Farseer herself also. Oh, Singing Spear and Rune Armor up. So some resources being sunk into that. Here's Aminion's Blood Crusher doing some good work. Not really anything here to threaten it. I guess the Weird Boy shots and this Plasma Cannon shots would, but that's some friendly fire too. Does have heavy melee damage, the Blood Crusher, but no splash damage on it. Almost took a model off those Plasma Cannon guys, but needs some support here. Not sure where everything else is. I guess it's coming out of base from the last fight. Yeah, here it all comes. West side turning blue. Here is Cornholio's Blood Crusher. He does have the Aspiring Champion up on the Raptors too. They took a hell of a lot of damage there, but only lost one model. Going straight after the Farseer to get her off the field, since she will threaten it with this Singing Spear, especially if she puts Guide on herself or something. Bit of an odd charge there from the Blood Crusher. I think he was just using it to knock stuff over. 281, 327. Do we have a Bright Lance on the way from any of these guys? We do. Here it is. There's Dark Flames though to get them off the field. Really nice usage of that. And he wins the fight and gets the VP back here. Blood Crusher moves up. Is he going to try and bash power here? I think that's very, very risky to do. Looks like he is going for at least this generator. That's very risky, because someone could come from the mid and take it out, or help take it out. Is there anything here that can actually do it? Do we have like a missile launcher or anything? No, we have Plasma Gun Tactical Marines. These guys do have their Melter, and they are coming towards the Blood Crusher here. We'll see if there's blood. And a Las Cannon too. This might be a dead Blood Crusher. Did take down one generator. There's the Melter. If the Las Cannon hits it, it's going to be stopped literally in its tracks, because those speed debuffs will stack. Boom, there it is. Yeah, this is a goner. Banshees have their spear too. It was a risk that didn't pay off going for that generator. Oh, he does have a shrine over here. I was going to say he could pack some shrines on this kind of narrow west side and do some work. He's got one up. Can't really hit fast moving Eldar units if they're moving though. 281, 295. What is this? What was that? Oh, he just put Coruscating Flame on himself, I think. Oh, nice special attack too. There's the Farseer using her Psychic Storm, which is a pretty cool ability. They did take down that shrine. Banshee's barely getting away. Oh, Sorcerer trying to finish him off here. Almost does so. He can't teleport again though, and is shut down by the Shuriken Suppression. Blood Crusher of Aminion is still around, but is now fighting a Power Claw Warboss. Just not a good fight for that guy. 281 to 277, still very close on VPs, and Chaos Lord with his Dark Halo and his Lightning Claws, and a great unclean one on the way for Fear. It's a pretty quick unclean one, it feels like. And Dreadnought on the way for JusTfly. Tier 3 now for the Farseer. Look at this fight. Chaos Lord will put up a hell of a fight with his Dark Halo and Claws, that's for sure. Warboss not liking it, especially with the support of these Chaos Space Marines. Thunderhammer Force Commander now with Teleport Pack. Blood Crusher has just taken down a War Banner, I believe. I don't think he's going to get a decap, but he might do. Could send a Blood Crusher after those scouts, but here comes some Tactical Marines with Sergeant and a Plasma Gun there, popping out some decent DPS. Cornholio is not capping over here. Another shrine going up. He's really not capping at all. Not sure what else he's focusing on here. There we go, he's capping now. Some wasted seconds there, but I think he'll get it. This guy can teleport over here and do this. And is the Eldar player paying attention to the shuriken? They are. And they get away. Their Avengers should be dealt with also, just by the melee of the Sorcerer here. They do use their fleet to try and escape. Or he's trying to finish off the shuriken. Uses his teleport. There's Embolden on these Dire Avengers, but it's another really good special from the Sorcerer. And again, gets them off the field and might be able to bash power a little bit. Looks like a bunch of Eldar stuff came mid, which is why he wasn't fighting that much stuff over there. Not sure why they came mid. Here's the Dreadnought of JusTfly with that Warrior Brood corpse on its banner, which is pretty cool. There's the Great Unclean One though, super unit for Chaos with some nasty abilities and a constant damage aura against enemy units that are nearby. There's a Melter Bomb on it. Special attack there. It does have over 6,000 hit points of super heavy infantry armor, but doesn't like las cannons and all of this focus fire here. It's taking a hell of a lot of damage. It's completely rooted in place by the Melter Bomb and a las cannon again stacking up. I don't see For the Emperor on this las cannon, which is maybe a missed opportunity from JusTfly to do some extra damage there. That's a global ability of the Force Commander. Plasma Cannon misses its shot. Looks like the Great Unclean One should be okay. Dreadnought got some good damage in there. Chaos Lord again going after this Warboss in this duel here, where he gets hit by the big stomp and stunned. Warboss gets away. Chaos Lord in trouble. Plasma Cannon thought it was going to save him, but it doesn't actually save him. Goes down. What do we have here? Raptors down to a single model. Raptors for Cornholio. Still level 1 somehow. Oh, Chaos Terminator is called in for a minion. With their Twin Linked Bolters and Power Fist by default. They also have that awesome stacking debuff when they kill things. That power didn't last long. Meanwhile, West Side is uncapped. We do have this Shrine still here. Some Havocs. Sorcerer coming into play is level 4. Oh! I completely missed the Eldar player losing a bunch of stuff. Look, Banshee's taken out over here. Farseer is level 3. She has her Spirit Stones. Couldn't save the Banshees though. And now is getting a Seer Council up. Not sure if Great Cornholio knows how much damage is done. Maybe just waiting for more stuff to show up here before he like jumps in and starts capping. Still pressure on this VP. In fact, it is red here. Eldritch Storm and a Rocks. Eldritch Storm wasted, I think, but it might have pushed this stuff into the rocks here. Didn't do a huge amount, but a decent amount. Those heretics get away. These heretics are being shot up as they worship, and I don't think they're gonna. Oh, maybe they will. Maybe they will survive. Don't think that las cannon hit them. They do live, barely. Raptors jumping in now, but they are so low on hit points. I'm not sure what they're up to. Friendly fire plasma cannon. Warboss getting a revive on the Force Commander here. Another Great Clean One for Cornholio. And an Avatar for the Eldar. Looks like they cancelled the Seer Council. Oh, these guys are going to get a decap. And he is taking this West Side back 158 to 219. Blue team need to get it together and get their natural VP back over here. They've really struggled in these fights. Chaos Terminator is being used in melee combat, but now have a looted tank to contend with. Not to mention a Warboss is pretty pissed off. Not any particular reason, it's just the way he is. Level 4 with Angry Bits, Cyborg, and the Power Claw. Looks like the Terminators will escape with only one model, and they're going to be so expensive to reinforce now. I think it's 50 power per model, which is crazy. Gonna take 100 power just to reinforce those guys. Devastator's on the way for JusTfly, and Nob Squad on the way for D.O.G. Here's the Avatar of Cain. Super unit for Eldar. Very powerful in combat and some passive area of effect buffs as well. And here's a Great and Clean One. You could argue that Cornholio has the better of that fight because he can warp it out of trouble with the Sorcerer, but we'll see how it goes. Pretty sure the Great and Clean One wins that 1v1 fight if nothing else is around, just by having more health. They're pretty similar DPS. Avatar does splash damage and the Great and Clean One does not. The Great and Clean One does have slightly more single target damage, I think, but it's not hugely different, but does help it take out the Avatar, obviously. Look at that Shrine doing some work here. And Raptors, wow. Finishes off those Dire Avengers. That's pretty nice. Level 2 Raptors now. Here's the Wailing Doom. Great and Clean One's not bothered, but Sorcerer didn't like it very much, nor did those retreating Raptors. And here we are. We see them going at it. Toe to toe. And some support here from Fear. Uses his Pestilent Strike to help save these guys from range attacks. Gives you, I think it's 80% range damage resistance. But here comes a Force Commander. Talk about an assist. Warboss also showing up. And VP remains uncapped for now. 141 to 196 on VPs. Only 50 or so in it. Curse Predator on the way for Fear. Plague Marines hitting the field for Great Cornholio just for some extra capping strength and some useful anti-vehicle damage too. Getting a shot on the Avatar. There's a Wailing Doom and an Orbital. A pretty nice Orbital actually from JusTfly. Doing a lot of damage but not actually wiping anything. Very nearly wiped those Plague Marines. Wow. From pretty much full health, almost whacked them. They were right in the middle of that beam, all three models. Looted tanking, kind of a strange position, but it's going to be okay. Chaos Lord is only level 2. Does he have any upgrades for his Terminators? Not quite. Here's a Chaos Predator for Fear. No mark yet, just got out of base. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for JusTfly. And there's a Knob Squad too. That's going to be a nasty combo. Knob Squad supported by a Land Raider. There's a Foot of Gork. Tried to time it on those retreating Heretics. Almost got it perfect, and that was a nice boom shot too. Kicking off over here, there's a Cloud of Flies. This is Fear's Great and Clean One, I assume. Yep. That's his Nurgly Vomit too. And he's doing a lot of damage to the Knobs, but the Knobs will do a massive amount of damage to him too. They don't have their hammers, but the Warboss is also there. Plague Champion stunned by his Cyborg. Big Stomp. 114 to 196 on VPs. Is a Nurgle Worship actually in range of the Great and Clean One? I can't tell. I'm not sure it is. Now it is. He had to back up a little bit. You see that little green hexagon under his considerable girth. Looted tank has its reinforced plating. 109, 196. Raptors have done really well for Cornholio actually. Oh, these are Aminions Raptors. Where's Cornholio's Raptors? They're over here. Was they ran into a singularity? They should get away from it. Yep. Double D cannons for the Farseer. Lost one of the Shurikens. Still has the Avatar. Kind of fell apart in this west side. The Farseer player started off pretty strong. Never really recovered from losing the Banshees and stuff. But now has support. Looted tank over here. Weird Boy's in retreat, but there's also a Plasma Cannon and some Assault Squad. Marines. Las Cannon 2. They are recognizing the red team that they need this VP over here. A lot of time teams don't realize that on this map. They kind of they keep fighting the middle, even though their ally is struggling on the west side, which doesn't really make sense. You should come and help them out if they are. It's the contested VP after all. You need to contest it. 109 to 158 on VP's Avatar, taking massive amounts of damage because of these Inferno Bolters of the Markov Zinch Marines here. That was crazy damage there. Avatar gets away. There's a lot of stuff packed into this west side. That is asking for a nuke right here. Land Raider Redeemer is up, providing support with reinforcing a retreat point, and stuff can also duck inside it to avoid things. You can transport stuff. And that healing aura, of course. Pretty damn useful. Foul Snare. Bad news for the Assault Squad, who can now retreat back to the Land Raider. There we go. Ork trying to do some flanking. Does anyone have a nuke? Yes. Fear does. A minion almost does. Guess he's waiting for the perfect moment to use it. Look at this though. This is a minion, I think. Yep. Pushing through, trying to get a decap on the natural VP of red team. Recognizing that they have a bunch of stuff on the west side. Might be a good time to try and get a cap here, but this Weird Boy is causing a lot of problems. He's now turning him up in melee, which is the thing to do. Meanwhile, west side. Oh, red team are getting a decap. Those guys ran into Nurgly Vomit. This is Cornholio's Great and Clean One. Need some worship support here. Nob squad moving in. They have a Pain Boy to help them out. Plague Champion is here though. Level 7 this guy. With Armor of Pestilence. That's the Robes of Torment. Chains of Torment is the ability itself. Pretty damn useful against late game Orks usually, because they have a Nob squad and maybe some dangerous sluggers around. Very, very close on VPs. Some fierce fighting on this west side, but blue team have been edged back and red team have the VP now. Didn't think they'd push them back like this, but they have. I guess there were pretty much 3 players here against 2, whereas aminion was pushing the mid and actually got the VP here. Well done, aminion. Did actually get it. Level 3 Raptors. Terminators are on the west side with an autocannon. What is this? Warboss going for blue team's natural. Havoc's in trouble here. They have the Mark of Corner autocannon. They do recognize the threat. Warboss will get at least a decap over there. Probably a full cap. There's an Imperial Abyss. We know because of the awesome separate effects for the Abyss nukes that was from aminion. One of the great things Elite Mod added. 109 to 72 on VPs. It's a dead Lascannon Devastator squad. But those Raptors got out of there before this guy used its Frag Assault, the Land Raider. Wow, Terminator's almost going down. Using their teleport to get away. aminion lost a lot of stuff trying to contest this VP for too long, I think. Looks like he dropped his Raptors, which was a misplay. I mean, capping it was great, but you've got to get out of there after if you can't fight. Chaos Lord trying to stop this cap. He's not going to be able to. Just needs to get out of there now, I think. He's taken unnecessary damage from the Avatar. Can he kill these scouts, though? Going to get very close to doing it. He does kill the scouts. I think that was worth it. Even if you lose the Chaos Lord, I think that was worth it. Took out a scout squad who did have a... I think they had a sergeant. Yeah, they did have a sergeant, I believe. 67-72, so close on VPs. Red team have the double. Now a 2-to-1. What is this? Oh, they're still fighting over it, red team. They're not giving it up easily. Plague Champion in a bad place. Uses Aura of Decay to knock things back. That's from his Armor of Pestilence. He's level 8 now. Putting up a hell of a fight, but does go down. Sync kill there. With a hammer to the face. Double Mark of Tzeentch Predator tanks. Not the best anti-infantry option, but they can get those shots in from the las cannons. That Nob squad guy survived 2 retreat hits from the Great and Clean One there. Here's the Land Raider Phobos from aminion, who has only 3 units on the field now. Look at this from the Eldar player, 4 D cannons. Not sure why this one is all the way back here. I guess to help if all this stuff needs to pull out. So red team have it with a 2-to-1 cap right now, 29-72. Warboss coming out of base. Great and Clean One lumbering around. Double Predators on the prowl. Phobos, is he going to go through mid with it? Not sure. It's hard. I mean, what do you do? Do you try and throw everything to the west side to take it back? Do you try and contest 2 points? There's a Nurgly nuke from Fear, and that's a very, very good one. Takes out 2 of the D cannons. Might take out the plasma cannon too. I think it might live, maybe. Got inside the Land Raider. That D cannon might go down though. I think it's constantly reinforcing. Yeah, it reinforced a few times. It might have saved it there. 16-72. That was a very good nuke though from Fear. I guess Cornholio's used a lot of his red on warps and stuff and dark flames, so doesn't have enough for a nuke. Down goes the Great and Clean One. That was Fear's. This is Cornholio's one here. 16-72. aminion calling in some more Terminators here to try and get a decap. They have to fight a Warboss though. Phobos are being chased by knobs and an avatar. That's not good. Now it's just knobs. But that's more than enough to take that thing down. Getting itself into a bad corner there. It's going to go down pretty much. Can these Terminators cap? I don't think they can. Which means you should just teleport away, aminion. Has he already used the teleport? These guys are super dead. There's a double cap for blue team though. Eldritch Storm goes off. This is so close. The Eldar player down to just a single D-cannon and an avatar. And because I think he's reinforcing so much, he doesn't really have the requisition to get anything else. Melter Bomb, is that enough to finish off this tank? Nope. Heretic Repair might have saved it there. It's a double. Red team coming through to blue team's natural though. I think they will stop the counter, I think. Yes, they do. They stop it at 8 VPs. It's so close. Aminion looking very, very depleted, but so is the Eldar player. So it's pretty much even on balance here. That's Orbital. Keeping stuff away from the VP, if nothing else. That's the Gravity Blade of the Farseer doing some work. Swapping it out for the... swapping it in, I should say, for the Singing Spear. She goes down. What level is this tank? Still level 1. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Red team had the double cap. Blue team lost their natural, of course, and red team see it out with a double cap of only 8 VPs remaining. What a close game. Some crazy action. Level 7 Sorcerer for Cornholio. Plague Champion level 9. aminion lost a lot of stuff when he took this VP and stayed around too long. Eldar player also lost a lot of stuff on this west side, but he had a lot of support too. JusTfly, I guess this Land Raider made a big difference with those nukes going off. If this Land Raider wasn't here, that might have won the game for blue team, those nukes. D.O.G, solid to the end with double knob squad and a level 6 Warboss too. There you have it guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.